and welcome to another BuyBotPro video. Now today I'm going to help you avoid a mistake that more sellers than you think make, and it's basically all about choosing the right variation of a product. And I don't just mean in the sense that I've talked about in other videos where I've helped you understand how to find the most popular variation to go ahead with. I just mean you need to not only do your deal analysis, but you need to analyze the product that you're looking at on the website as well, as in look closely at it to ensure that you're not going to make the same mistake that some sellers have made. Now, I am on a listing on the Argos website and it is a video game. Now, I would say that for what I'm talking about in particular, games, sort of like media like this tends to be the most common one where you'll find this sort of like mishap, but you can find it with other things as well. You just have to be very careful when you are choosing the exact item that you are buying, and also the exact item that you are going to sell on Amazon, because sometimes looks aren't everything. So initially, without really looking too deeply at it, this looks like a SpongeBob game for Nintendo Switch, and it's going for $11.99. Now, if we go ahead and look at this on Amazon, $24.24. So if we just take a little look at how much that would be. So, little profit there. There's a few things to look at. Okay, so firstly, notice that this isn't actually the correct item. Okay, what we have on Amazon is the actual game itself, like a physical game. There isn't a way that we can get like with download codes. You can't buy and resell a down. Well, I suppose you could, but not on Amazon. Okay, we can't do that. So if we bought this, it would be a waste of money, especially if we bought more than one. Okay, maybe we happen to be a gamer ourselves and we can, if we do this by mistake and we can't get a refund, then you got a new game to play, I suppose. But obviously we want to avoid that in the first place. So you can see here in the image, download code only. Okay, everywhere else on this listing, it actually isn't all that clear. The clearest place to see this is right here. I feel like it should say something in the title as well, but unfortunately it doesn't. So we are just literally looking at this image right here. Okay, so that is what we need to look at closely on a listing to make sure that we are getting the right version of it. We also need to make sure that this happens on Amazon as well. So if it's not quite clear in the actual Amazon sort of like details and so forth, BuyBotPro makes it clear with the variations indicator, and that it tells you how many variations there are, and we can just be doubly certain that we are choosing the right variation for the product. Okay, so we want to make sure that we are choosing the Nintendo Switch version, and it turns out that the actual physical copy of this game isn't available for Nintendo Switch. We literally just have PlayStation is what it looks like. So this would be the physical media copy that we would have to look at from this particular store. So that would limit our options if we're buying from this store specifically. So it might be that we have to look at another store. But this one isn't a download code. This is a physical game. Okay. Also want to make sure that you are choosing the correct edition. So like for this game, for example, you've got the standard edition, which is what we are looking at here. But there is a shiny edition and a fun edition. Okay, so with games more so, you can get different editions of a game, like some that have the DLC content like built in as part of the game, and people end up paying a bit more for that included rather than buying it separately once they bought the initial game. Some have got like bonus levels and things like that. So there's like different versions of the same game. you know, you can find this with all manner of games. Lots of games actually have that sort of thing going on. So you need to make sure that you are looking at the correct edition as well to ensure that you are doing a proper analysis. So in this case, this is just the standard edition. Okay, there's no fun edition here. There's no shiny edition. So we are looking at the standard edition, and obviously this one is PlayStation 4. So we want to make sure that we are choosing PlayStation 4. Okay, so just be very, very careful when you are looking at these things. As I say, it's very common in this kind of media. They'll have different editions as different consoles, and we want to make sure that we are choosing the correct one and not buying a download code. It's a mistake that sellers have made and continue to make. So hopefully by watching this, you will integrate this into your analysis and just do a bit more due diligence to make sure that you are choosing the correct version of the item. Thank you for watching.